What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, back with y'all on a Saturday morning, uh, ready to give you some news that you hopefully use. I can't guarantee the news will be something you can use, but hopefully you'll be able to use it. But we here, man. A lot going on, a lot to talk about, but we'll do it in the form of open topic as usual. I just don't be having a lot of actual topics that I really be want to go into, y'all. So that's why I mainly just cop out and just do open topic most of the time. But either way it goes, a lot of times more gets done during the open topic because of the fact that we can talk about multiple things in one night. Um, the rules are as followed. This is open topic, so y'all can ask me anything y'all want to ask me. If I know the question, know the answer to the question, I'll answer it. If I don't, then I just say I don't know, and hopefully we can find the answer together. The only rules are maturity and respect, because we are grown people, and I would expect nothing less than maturity from grown people. Even though we have some fun here and there. The only admission fee is to click that thumbs up when you come in the door. That's all I ask. So the few of y'all who are in here that haven't hit that thumbs up, I would love for you to do that for your big brother right about now. All right, man. I'm seeing a few new names in here, which is cool with me. I love when new people move into the neighborhood. I'm not one of them people who want to keep people out the neighborhood. I love when new people come in. So if y'all are new and just coming in here, never been on a live, maybe y'all to watch some of my daily videos. Either way, we welcome you in. And I ask that you don't be a stranger. Don't just show up one time. Let's make this. I want you to go from new to OGs. So we got OGs in here that have been rocking with us for a long time. But we'll get into it. Before we get started, just a quick little announcements real quick. My new album is getting ready to drop. It's getting ready to drop soon. In the next couple of weeks or so. Somewhere up in there, next 2 or 3 weeks, somewhere up in there. And we have been on this campaign for a lot of the people who've been around. We've been on this campaign for the longest. Drop this album. I want y'all to make sure that y'all purchase the CD of this album along with streaming it. I'm not telling nobody streaming. I'm just letting you know that the streaming companies don't pay a lot to artists who stream. So a lot of your favorite artists, even on a big mainstream scale, they don't make a lot of money like y'all think they making off of record streams, because the labels and the streaming services have monopolized that, and the greed has taken over where they only paying the artist crumbs. So I've been on this campaign along with a few other artists scattered throughout the industry, urging my audience, and just like they've been urging their audience, to keep physical copies alive. So if you really are a supporter of a particular artist, it's not necessarily about you having the means to necessarily play the CD, but you're supporting the movement and you're supporting your favorite artist. So purchase physical copies. If you want to know how to get on the list to purchase physical copies of my album when it drops, then that's my email address. Y'all can send me an email with y'all's email, and then when it's time to start taking pre-orders, which will probably be in about a week, we circling the wagons. Then I will reach out to everybody who's on the contact list, and y'all will be able to order. The website will give y'all the information and all that. So that's what it is. All right, man. All y'all lazy folks who ain't clicked that like button yet, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and do that. So go ahead and click the like button for your big brother. Let's get it on. It only takes like half a second to do that. So I don't know what the deal is. We working, man. We working. I was honored and blessed with the privilege and the honor to speak to students at Rice University this past week. I spoke at Rice University on Tuesday and on Thursday. And while it wasn't my first time speaking at Rice or college, those 2 days were probably the most enjoyable days that I had in all the time that I have been blessed and honored to speak at universities. Um, just a great experience with a lot of young people who um, had no knowledge. They had no knowledge of who I was, my career. Um, Shout out to Dr. Penn, who gave his students the assignment to research me and go through some of my history, to learn some of that history, and then ask me questions based on the things that they learned about my history. So it was a very cool exchange of Q&A, a real cool Q&A exchange. And shout out to those young students who really came up with some dope, challenging questions for your big brother. So, I would just want to shout out to Rice University. MC Josiah, I see you, man. Thank you for the donation. As usual, MC Josiah always coming through showing love and always giving me inspiration just by the fact that he continues to keep being motivated, to keep working, doing shows, writing, performing, doing this thing, man. That's a motivation. And it should be to any artist. So I'm gonna tell y'all this story in a minute, but we're gonna get some of these questions in. Josiah says, "What's up, K-Rino? In about 25 minutes, I'm gonna be doing my own open topic music cook up stream. Come on, man. Also been working hard on my album Abstract. Come on, man. That's growth. Keep on growing. Keep on building your name up, your brand up, your platforms up. Keep on going. And yeah, man. You got a YouTube channel? Let us know. We'll come over and support. We'll come over and hang out with you. Straight up. If you're still on when we get off, well, I can't speak for the rest, everybody else that's in here. I'll come over, if I got the information, but I can't tell everybody else to do it. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. Okay, open topic, y'all. Let's get it on. I ain't gonna hold y'all long because I got on here late and I got work to do. So I ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. Christy, what's going on, Christy? I see you. All the new people. Is that Halls of Amenti 81? These are shouting out to the names that I'm not familiar with seeing. Yeah. Is that Cosmic Chrissy? Ashe, Cosmic Chrissy. I see you. Yeah. Original Boss Lady said, "What's your take on the whole situation with people burning all of their Michael Jordan apparel?" I saw one video where this one guy he dropped his Jordans in the trash, but the clip cut off. So I think he took his Jordan right back out after he cut the camera off. I saw the video. I do not believe that Michael Jordan is a pervert. I just believe that he did something that I wouldn't have done, but I don't think his intentions were perverted. It's just something that in this day and time, you definitely don't do it, even in an innocent way. But you don't really do it, period. I don't think that Michael Jordan, who is an individual who for the past 40 years of his life minimum has always had multiple cameras on him. Michael Jordan, everywhere he goes, there are eyes on him, whether they are actual physical human eyes or cameras, phones in this day and age, phone. So there's always somebody filming Michael Jordan. And he, in 4 decades, is truly aware of that. So it would be ridiculous if Michael Jordan was somebody who was sick like that, knowing that cameras are all around him at all times, and it's an event where they had just won the Daytona 500, a big racing championship, for him to not be aware of cameras and to just commit some perverted act on a child. Now, y'all can form y'all opinion of it and say what y'all want to say, but I don't believe that that was the case. I just believe that it was just something that he felt innocently to do, but you don't do that. Plain and simple. You don't do that. Let me be clear on that part, but what happens is somebody just thinks that something is, I didn't mean it, no big deal. Then, they don't think of it as a big deal. But in this day and age, in this climate, bar. So they came out the woodworks like that. So if people are burning their Jordans, then, it's not like burning your Jordans gets you a refund. So, yeah. Lady Trill, I appreciate the donation. Appreciate the contribution. Much love and appreciation for the donation. Jesse Paris is in the building. Jason Brody says that's excellent, that you would have loved that educating them. Oh, no, man, look, let me tell y'all something. It's nothing better than when you are talking to young people and you can see that what you're telling them is opening their eyes up. There were a couple of, look, man, it's college. So I've never been to college. I didn't go to college, but I know how college works. And college is, hey, look, man, you consider to be grown, meaning that it's your responsibility to come to class on time. It's your responsibility to do what you're supposed to do. It's like the professors don't be on your head like in elementary or middle school or high school or something like that. So if when a student comes into class and they're kind of just like, it's just an assignment I got to do. And then as you start to talk to them, you can kind of see their eyes opening and you kind of see them, raising up and perking up to take the message. That's a blessing that I thank God for, because, all that to me, that's part of my hopeful contribution to making the world a better place. So it was cool because I saw a couple of students that were kind of like dry at first. They kind of dry, like, but as time went on, I could see the change, because even though we talked about a lot of music business related things in the discussion, if you've been through a lot in the music, it's also a great life teacher. So a lot of the things that I would talk about would be also connected to actual real life, even if you're not in the field of music. And also the professor who invited me, he always ties whatever music related topic that he presents to me to speak on, he always ties it into the connection with God, the connection with creation, the connection with religion, faith, spirituality. These are the things that he merges together with the art form. So that was something also that was part of the challenge, to be able to tie that together and give the young people an understanding. And they asked me some really, really good questions, man. So it was cool. It was real cool. Yeah. Is that XXCOD forever? What's going on? All my new people, shout out to y'all. I see you, Connie. I see you, Lucas. Yeah. Appreciate the love, Christy. E. Tizzle says, legendary, you put in a lot of work on them albums. I know you done set a record for dropping that many albums at one time. Congratulations on your new album. Let's go platinum. Come on, man. We can go platinum. Look, in this day and time, the new platinum is 10,000. 10,000 in the new platinum, man. Because there ain't no physical copies no more, man. Yep, they trying to run physicals out the game. Yep. My sinus is bothering me again, y'all. So if I'm doing this and all that tonight, then just know that's what it is. It happens a couple times a year. Yep. But that wasn't gonna stop me from coming in, hollering with the family. L Dogs, I see you. Yeah. Okay, so Josiah, is that where you're gonna be streaming on your YouTube channel? Okay, gotcha. All right, we got you. We got you. All right. Open topic, y'all. So y'all get y'all questions. Cause like I said, I don't plan on being here on like they say, tonight I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah. Yeah, man. Mr. Jack, what's going on? One leg of salam, brother Chris. Say, what do you think about the Savior's Day address? Um, I loved it. I put a stuff on Facebook. I said, man, brother Ishmael had your boy tearing up a little bit, man. I had to confess. It went in a direction that I don't think Brother Ishmael expected it to go, because the topic was making our neighborhoods a decent and safe place to live. But when the minister comes out, that changed the game. So by the minister coming out, I just think it moved Brother Ishmael to the point where it went in the lecture went in a different direction. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Hey man, y'all ain't hitting that thumbs up, man. Y'all doing your boy bad tonight. It's too disproportionate. It's too disproportionate for me tonight, man. But yeah, man, it was beautiful, man. I know you enjoyed it, brother Chris. But it was beautiful, man. Yeah, man, y'all ain't clicking that thumbs up, man. It's throwing my it's messing with my mind. It's messing with my equilibrium. The equilibrium is thrown off. Yep. Boney J Radio says, have you and Gangsta Nip ever battled? Yeah, man, that was like some epic stuff. I got songs about it. I've written about it in my book. I've talked about it in multiple interviews. Yeah, me and Nip, we used to be rivals before we was brothers. And yeah, you got to read my book. The website will be back up in a couple of days, and y'all will be able to order not just the music, but all the merch that we have, books, shirts, whenever we get them. So yeah, and you can hear that whole story. E Tizzle, what do you think about? You meant to say 50 Cent and T.I. beef? Look, man, rap has been going at it since rap started. It's just another rap beef that's going on right now. And all we do with any rap beef, we just pray that it stays rap. That's it. It's all right. You know, they that's all you want. That it stays rap. As long as it stays rap, cool. Now, you know, people are kind of speaking on the personal shots that are being taken, but that's been happening in rap too for the longest. So, you know, this too shall pass. A day shall come. Now, it's unprecedented to see a whole family join into the battle. Never saw a whole family jump into the battle, but hey, man, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. So, but it's really not a battle because 50 ain't came back with nothing, at least not yet. And I don't think he's gonna respond back with rap. All right. We got, what's up, Jesse P? Say, come on, Platinum. Yeah, we speak that into the universe, man. Let's sell so many of these new albums that we can't keep up. Y'all make sure y'all jump on board when it hit. When it hit, man. I got some stuff on here I know y'all gonna like. Yeah. I've been researching and getting stuff. I've been working. This has been a year in the making, man. There's a whole lot of stuff I've been like putting together to when the album drops, and yeah. Is that Ruby Mera? What's going on? Another new person in the building. Much love. Don't be a stranger. Yeah, yeah. Well, y'all make sure y'all email me so I can put you on the list. See, my brother Jimmy is in here. Chrissy says, I like your song, The Alien Baby. Appreciate that. Jason Brody says, yep, indoctrination of a nation. When I worked in tourism, teaching Aboriginal culture, we would have fourth year doctors, graduates in for a tour. I'd still learn them because they too busy being. They receive curriculum that they are told to teach. Only a handful really go off the grid and go renegade and teach what they feel that needs to be taught. And it's crazy that you mentioned that because I was having that conversation where the current administration that's in control of the White House right now, they are doing everything in their power to suppress Black history in schools, Black history in museums, Black history anywhere that it can be found or that it has been traditionally located. They're trying to wipe it out. Anything that connects to slavery and the slave trade, anything that connects to oppression and things that contributed to why Black people are in the condition that they're in right now, they're trying to wipe all that out. They're trying to erase that. So the teachers that have always been strong on history, teaching Black history, true Black history, not watered down, generic, here's the normal stuff we've been just giving y'all, true Black history, things that are not on the mainstream frequency. There are people now trying to wipe that out because, number one, they have this thing where we don't want white people to feel uncomfortable. And they had this other thing that's been around where it's like, we also don't want Black people to know their history. Daniel Rogers says, if you could be in one classic rap group like Grandmaster Flash Flash and the Furious Five, Cold Crush Brothers, Wu-Tang. Which one would it be? Well, let me start by saying I feel like I'm all classic rap. We might not be mainstream like those groups you name. We might not be as known, but I think South Park Coalition is one of the greatest collectives ever assembled. But just to answer your question, yeah, Grandmaster Flash will probably be. See, there's certain groups I couldn't be a part of because I wouldn't want to mess it up. There's a dynamic to Run DMC that nobody could include themselves in. So yeah, Grandmaster Flash definitely. I could slide it. We'd be Grandmaster Flash in the Furious Six. I'll be part of the Furious Six. That would probably be the one. See, I wouldn't say Public Enemy. I wouldn't say Boogie Down Productions because while those are groups, they only have one rapper, one lead singer. So they don't need me to try to come in and be no lead singers. Chuck D, KRS-One, they don't need no other lead singers. But a group that has 3 or more rappers in it, yeah, I can slide in somewhere. I love to be a part of Grandmaster Flash. Because I come from the time where we rapped. That's how we rapped. I'd have seen all the evolutions of rap and rap styles and cadences and all that. Jesse P, what was your inspiration for the Alien Baby and the Maven? Man, people would always refer to me as an alien, whether it be because they thought my head looked like what the depiction of the alien, the false depiction of the alien is, or it would just, they would say because the lyrics were out of this world. So they would refer to me as an alien as a compliment. So, when I wrote the song Alien Baby, it basically came from the standpoint of me just being born in another dimension, not another dimension, but another on another planet, another galaxy as a child, and being kind of like the Superman story, was delivered here on Earth as a baby, So yeah, as far as the Maven, that just came out of my head. The Maven just came out of my head to want to create that story. No special rhyme or reason to that one. Yeah. I think that anytime people receive knowledge that they've never heard before, it's gonna always open their eyes. It's always gonna be like, because you're hearing things that are foreign to you. Now, the acceptance or the rejection of it, that's on the person. That's on the person because it's gonna shock you one way or the other. But you make the decision whether it's gonna make you say, wow, I can see how that could be true. I got to check that out. Or nah, because some people reject and rebel out of ignorance just because they've never heard it before. So you teach people something that they've never heard before and they start laughing and rejecting it. That's ignorance. It's like you don't even know. You have no knowledge of this. And you're rejecting something that you have no knowledge of instead of just saying, it don't really sound right to me, but I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check it out and see. See, that's ignorance and that's immaturity. So even if something that don't sound right to me, I'm gonna say, well, but let me see, because I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So that's the level that a lot of people have to grow up into, because we make this mistake, and I've done it when I was younger, and people do it. We make this mistake of just, we think we know everything. We think we've seen everything, and our perspective is the only perspective in life. And that's just stupid. Like, dude, you're 25 years old. You don't know everything. And what you think you know, or what you do know, you don't even know the fullness of that. So you get online and see a couple clips, and you catch an article or a video here and there, and now you think you're a freaking expert on everything. And that's what a lot of people do. They're not thoroughly versed in the things that they claim they believe in. And soon as they get on a platform with somebody who really, really knows their stuff, they get embarrassed. And rightfully so, because don't act like you freaking know everything when you should know. The one thing that we should all know, if we don't know nothing else, the one thing that we should guarantee, that we should be guaranteed, that we can say with full confidence that we know, is that we don't know everything. I'm confident. I can say, man, this one thing I know is a fact. What? That I don't know everything. But boy, these Negroes run around here acting like they know everything. Like, dude, you don't know. You ain't lived enough. You don't know everything about yourself. That be you don't know everything about yourself. That's the most hilarious part. But then you want to step outside and get the expounding on, well, what happened? No, shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Hopefully those are levels that we can grow, levels of understanding that we can grow into. Hector Montoya, what's going down? Destroying Fear, I see you. Yeah. See you in the building. Uh-oh, hold on, man. I saw crap. I saw a question that I wanted to answer and I missed it. I lost it. Maybe if I would have been a little more kind to you, baby, then you would still be mine. And oh, if I would have just spent a little more time with you. I bet y'all know what it is. Since y'all know everything, I bet y'all don't know what song it is. Miss Sunshine says, how do we retain / rebuild our empire and properties? The only thing I can think of, what comes to mind halfway through reading your question, is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. He said, our unity is more powerful than an atomic bomb. We have to unify. And that may sound real simple or basic, like, oh, we always say we got to, but that is the basis of it. Because what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, he said that the pooling of our resources, meaning that if it's 3 or 4 or 5 of us that have knowledge in different fields, and we can take that knowledge and wisdom that we have in different fields and combine them to work on one thing. Oh, he's real good with money and finances and accounting. He knows that real well. Oh, he's good at building and designing. Oh, he's good at the artistic side of it. He's good at all these different things. So instead of us individually trying to just do that all ourselves, then we just pool our resources, come together, and we can start to build the same way other coaches do. So that's one of the steps, and that's one of the things that we have done traditionally in the past, but it was done out of necessity. It was done by force because we were not allowed to participate in white society coming up in America, because we were living under Jim Crow laws and racism, and we were outcasts. Hey man, you just the white toilet, just the white water fountain, just the white diner, you can't, the white hotels, all these things forced us to build our own stuff, forced us to come together. And we coming back to that point. So those are some of the things we have to do. We got to get with like-minded individuals. When I say like-minded, that don't mean we have to all be of the same ideologies or religious beliefs. That's not what it means. It just means that we have to be of the same mind in terms of what the ultimate goal is for our people. See, so that unity makes us say, man, look, we all fighting for the same goal. So it's 5 of us on a basketball team. The point guard is a Jehovah's Witness. The center is a Muslim. The 2 guard, he's a Christian. So all these different people, but we on teams together. We try to win that game. So, the Jehovah's Witness is open. Let me pass it to him. I ain't gonna say, man, I ain't gonna pass to him. I'm gonna shoot it myself, even though I got 3 men on me. No, the goal is to win. So we have that unity, even though we may not be of the same mindset and belief system on certain things, but we have the same mindset in terms of the goal. Yeah. And we got to get out of the state of ignorance that we are in, because when I seen like properties and building our empire, that was in your question, what we have to look at too is like, we got to get some financial literacy about ourselves. We got to stop being ignorant when we come across a little change. So you have a car wreck tomorrow and get a settlement. How much you get? Oh man, that boy got 80,000 in the settlement. What do he do? Oh, he went and spent 50,000 on this chain. See, stupid stuff like that. What do you do? Oh man, that boy took my tennis homeboy to Vegas. They went to the fight and just balling out. That boy blew about 30,000 in one weekend. See, that type of mentality, we got to get out of that. We got to learn how to make our money work for us while it still counts, while it still has some juice in it. See? So those are the things we got to educate ourselves. Yeah. Duke Togo, what's up? Duke Togo says, what does Jesus Christ mean to you and your eternal soul? Well, Jesus is the greatest example of a human being and how a human being should carry themselves and live their life in oneness with God the Creator. And that sums up him being the example. He is the example that we should look to say, okay, that's the blueprint. That's how we should live our life. The only perfect human being that ever walked the planet. That's who we should be looking at in that mode. And that covers your eternal soul. And while I don't necessarily believe in someone dying and then a spirit floating up to a place, but everlasting life comes in the form of what you leave and what you implant in others that lives beyond your physical flesh. So the reason why we still hear the name Jesus, even though we can get into the details of that another time, because I know what some of y'all think. I know what my too black, too strong, and we know his name wasn't Jesus. We know that's a white Greek European name, but for the sake of identification, that's, y'all know who I'm talking about. But when it comes down to just living that example, and now you're hearing about people who live hundreds and thousands of years ago, and their names are still mentioned because of the principles that they live by, that's eternal life. Because a lot of people come and go and you never knew it. Can you imagine how many people have lived on the planet before you? Don't let these underqualified scientists of this world fool y'all when they say, well, the universe is only 13 billion years old. The earth is only 4.6 billion. Nah. We've been here trillions of years. Trillions of years. Do you know how many people have lived? So to be one of the ones that get mentioned hundreds and thousands of years after they gone, it ain't that many of them. Think about that. Lucas says, I still got to grab the comic and the album. So I'm getting ready to do this children's book. That's gonna be my next venture. I'm gonna do a children's book. I just gotta find me an animator who's not gonna try to charge me $12 million to do it. I draw the pictures myself, and I can't even draw. But yeah, yeah, go and get the comic book, man. What y'all waiting on? All of y'all who did not know I had a comic book, a new one out, raise your hand if you didn't know. Not if you did know. Not if you already got it. If you didn't know, y'all need to go get it. I'm putting the website up there now. Some of y'all didn't know we had a comic book out. Well, a new one. We got two. We've done two. Shout out to Dollar Bill. He might be coming in a little bit. Might be coming in a little bit. Is your sports podcast still up? Yeah, we still do the sports podcast. We don't do regular scheduled episodes like the Underground Dialogue. I'm mad at y'all for the Underground Dialogue right now. I'm gonna get on all y'all case about the Underground Dialogue in a minute, because yeah, I'm upset. But yeah, we still do sports podcasts, but we just do them periodically from time to time. We're gonna pick it back up. But yeah, y'all slept on this week's episode of Underground Dialogue. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. I can't put into words. Shout out to my diehards who always watch, no matter who the guest is. Y'all just had this thing where if it ain't somebody y'all know, y'all not gonna watch it, which is well within your right to say, man, you ain't gotta watch nothing you don't want to watch. But you know, in support of the platform and in the quest of knowledge, you should want to say, well, I don't know this guy, but let me see what you're talking about. Hey, y'all click the thumbs up if you haven't already, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Yep. Miss Sunshine says cities such as St. Louis are losing businesses, properties, and residents due to being outnumbered by those who would rather destroy than build. And yeah, you know, our people perish for lack of knowledge. You know, we direct our attentions and our dollars towards things that don't benefit us, that don't pay us back. And unfortunately, that's a bug that has bitten the Black community, and we gotta fight for it. And then the ones who are really putting in that work, who are opening businesses, who are doing their thing to try to create that independence and generational wealth, we got to get behind them and support them. We got to remove envy and jealousy from our hearts. And I got to be able to look at you and say, man, let me make my contribution to making Miss Sunshine a billionaire. Let me contribute my little contribution to helping her make $1 million. Oh man, that little $3 you gave ain't gonna help her become no millionaire. Yes, it will. Y'all know the story. If a person has $1 million and he loans somebody $1, he ain't a millionaire no more. So every little bit counts. Stephen J says, thoughts on the occult underlying message in Bambaataa and so forth. I'm not familiar with any of that, Stephen, to be honest with you. Jada Flow says, speaking of Flash, man, he used to stream as recent as last year, but I don't know. I haven't caught any since then. Okay, well, yeah, let's check on the OG, man. Let's check on Grandmaster Flash. I never met Grandmaster Flash, but I was around him one time. They had a big event at this museum out here in Houston one time where they were, it was an art museum where they were honoring Basquiat. And Grandmaster Flash was the DJ. I was like, man, they got Grandmaster Flash down here. And I was like right behind the DJ booth, but I didn't get a chance to meet or talk to him. Yeah. Grandmaster Rodman said he would join the Juice Crew. That wouldn't be bad. Stephen J says the devil loves to use music to warp our minds. I can see it clearly now. That's another big reason I watch what I let into my conscious stream. Absolutely. And the devil ain't got no red suit on with horns and a pitchfork. The devil worked for Universal and Warner Brothers. The devil owns Sony. See? That's the devil. Y'all got to go watch the interview with Brother Nuri Muhammad from last week. Then watch the one for this week with Gunplay from Love and Hip Hop. But Brother Nuri touched on all that in terms of the control of the music and how they manipulate us through the music. Yeah. Casual P says, but Melly Mel was the focal point. Like, how would you be in if you were part of Grandmaster Flash? Because I'll play my role. Melly Mel, you right. Melly Mel was the focal point. Melly Mel was Michael. And I would have been Randy, Tito, Marlon. I'd have been whoever they wanted me to be. I don't step on my OGs. So yeah, I would play my role. I mean, they can come to me and say, hey, K, man, you ain't got but 4 bars on this song. I'll be like, okay. Hey, K, you have to sit this one out, man. We ain't got enough room for it. Okay. I'll play my role behind Melly Mel. Melly Mel, one of my big influences. See, my ego ain't designed like that. Everybody got a little ego. Some of us got a lot of ego. But hey, man, I could be the 30-point a game scorer, or I could be the dude that come off the bench and do the dirty work. As long as the team win. As long as the team win, I'm good. Yeah. Hold on. I got lost. Maybe if I would have been a little more kind to you, maybe then you would still be mine. Y'all still ain't told me what song it is. There'd be no need for this man to be crying. Hector says, yes, sir, I agree. I always tell people I'm the messenger, not the message. I listen and learn from people like you. We listen and learn from each other, man. HCH1, what's going on? I see you. Yeah, man. Open topic, y'all. New album getting ready to drop. If you haven't emailed me to get on the email list, that's my email address. Hit me up now because it's getting ready to happen. It's getting ready to happen. Yeah. I see the homie Vincent is in the building. He said Elijah was taken. He sure was. Doggone right. Destroying says, bro, the nation of Islam is shrinking, bro. According to what? What nation of Islam you see that's shrinking? That couldn't be further from the truth. Appreciate the love, Jason. K-Rino says, I can do stick figures and it may work. Yeah, me too. That's about the best I can do. I'll find an animator that can do it. We're going to do the children's book, though. Got to. That's something that's on my heart and I got to do. Is that kunda learning or kunda learning? Leaning, I'm sorry. Kunda leaning. Peace of the true and living. Self-honor, the rarity nowadays. Salute to you. Jason says, what age group are you targeting with the kids book? Like kindergarten to maybe like 5 to 8 years old. 5 to 8, 5 to 9. Somewhere up in there. Yeah. Duke says animation is expensive. Yeah, so I've heard, so I've seen. ICFY from Norway. What's going on? Connie says, what was the song that you would just say out there? That's what I'm trying to ask y'all. That's the question. I'm old school. Where my old school? Somebody old school in this place. Somebody old school in this chat. Well, I guess not, because I ain't seen nobody get it right yet. I need Phantom Face to be in here or Big Ock. I need some old people. Y'all too young. Connie, you too young, so you might not know nothing about that. Goya says, do you do any touring? Yeah. We hit some cities. Yeah, just depends. We go where the love is at. Smoke Dog says, and there won't be any fiery pit to fall in, because Lucifer, Satan, and the devil are all men. Come on, man. Yeah. But isn't Santa an anagram for Satan? I mean, people will switch the letters around, but Satan is a little bigger. Satan is the umbrella. That's why when Mr. Farrakhan was teaching about the difference between Satan and devil, and some people would try to equate them and say, okay, yeah, Satan, devil, same thing. No, Satan is greater than devil. Devil falls under the umbrella of Satan because Satan is a devil maker. Anybody can be a devil. But Satan is Satan because of the reach and the range that he has to poison the whole world and create devils under his satanic umbrella. Yeah, Miss Sunshine, you said, man, since the elders are passing away, those of us who care about our city and its neighborhoods are literally in a spiritual and physical war against parasites. Yeah, got to come together. We can never say we don't have enough. We got it. We got everything we need. But that one component, that unity, that one component, that trust in each other, that integrity that we need to have as we work with each other, those are the things that are lacking. We don't need them to do nothing. We have more now collectively as Black people than we had collectively as Black people in the days of Black Wall Street. We have more now. How many Black millionaires were there in 1921? See? What kind of freedoms did they have in 1921 that we have now that they didn't have in 1921? There's a lot of things that we can do now that they were not able to do. So why is it that we have not been able to replicate those types of situations in a modern era with so-called modern Black people with so-called more knowledge and absolutely factually more resources at our disposal in our reach? Why have we not been able to do it? It has nothing to do with the physical resources. It has to do with the mental thoughts. We should have been replicated that all over the place by now. But the best we've done, the closest that we've gotten, is a few Black businesses in a few towns. Oh yeah, Jimmy got a restaurant over there. Oh yeah, little Bobby them opened up a little such and such over there. That's cool, because they on the right track, but we ain't following behind them. Because while we'll never disrespect us opening up a restaurant, opening up a store of some sort, getting a food truck, I don't care what it is. If it's yours and it's Black owned and it's yours, cool. But we need to see some banks. We need to see some grocery stores. We need to see some hospitals. We need to see schools. See, we need institutions, not just businesses or mom and pop shops, which, like I say, don't think I'm disparaging that at all. I'm not. But it's got to grow beyond that. We need institutions. So when they kick us out of their institutions, when they discriminate against us in their institutions, when they say we're not good enough to be a part of their institutions, okay, well, y'all, come on over here. Oh, come on over here in the beginning. And we have the resources. We have the people. But even some of our brothers and sisters who got the resources, their mind is not lined up with how it needs to be lined up. And if it is, they still can't act on it because their resources came from. So somebody got to grab they testicles and say, man, I don't care. Let's go. Let's dance. Let's dance. This is Sinus Saturday. Sinus Saturday, man. Okay, look, Jason say he rarely get notifications for the Underground Dialogue. Look, I know you overseas, Jason. I think you gotta mathematically equate what 9 p.m. Central Time in Texas equates out to be in your time. Because we come on every Wednesday. We are consistent. We come on every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central. So even if you don't get a notification, just like your favorite TV show, you know what time it come on and what channel it come on. So that's how it goes. See what the name of my song is yet. Y'all probably cheated and went online. Smoke Dog 121. I mean, I got a song that ain't came out yet. I got to go back and listen to it. With all this stuff happening, I might need to go back and remake it. Yeah, Mossberg, I see you. Jesse P says Otis Redding, nope. Connie said the OJs, nope. Cosmic says Al Green, nope. Oh my God. Y'all taking some good guesses though. Y'all making some good guesses. Have I seen Jim Carrey lately? It doesn't look or sound like him. Nah, I haven't seen Jim Carrey lately. Hector Winter R&B album. Oh no, I'm not a singer. You'll never see a R&B album from me. Ain't gonna be able to do it. Do I have a rare blood type? I don't think so, Miss Ladies. I don't think I don't even know what my blood type is. I don't have no idea. But I don't ain't nothing special about my blood type. Nope. I do that. Say, Jason, I do that all the time. All the time. And you can feel it pushing down. I've been doing that for years. It helps a little bit. It don't cure it, but it helps. Appreciate the love. Jimmy said he just bought his comic book bundle. And this is what he's talking about, y'all. Oh, where is it? Where is it? I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what I did with it. But yeah, we had a comic book box. It comes with the box, the comic book, coloring book, poster, t-shirt, all kind of stuff. Appreciate the love, Jimmy. Much love to you, man. Cryptic Cholo TV, financial literacy. These tools and loopholes were shared among the community. Nowadays, this knowledge is gate kept. Woo! Come on, man. That was strong. Yeah. Scholar said, I was listening to a minister breaking down the 6 ounces of brain they have compared to our 7.5 ounces of brain, and that really means ounces in terms of time. Yeah, when I first heard that teaching, one of the things that I remember was the clarity that it had to be clarified that that the human, not physical ounces, like the brain is 7.5 ounces compared to 6 ounces. That's not what it meant. So yeah, that was a definitely a great point. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that lecture too. Yeah, the original man has the 7.5 ounces of brain. That which is grafted from the original is never gonna have the equal of the original. Yeah, exactly. I just saw the other comment said he said he thought Elijah meant wait for years. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if that was Mr. Farrakhan who I heard teaching on that. I can't remember, or was it our local minister teaching on it? But they clarified initially in that lecture that it did not represent weight. Yeah. So when I first heard it, I was like, I thought it represented weight, but it's a deep, deep teaching. Azazel, I see you. See, these are the things that they don't teach in school, Cryptic. They don't teach us. We never learned. We took in high school. We had a class called economics. I was totally not interested in it, so I don't remember what they taught. How I don't remember how deep, how in depth they went into it, but um, I don't think we were taught financial literacy. Matter of fact, I know we wasn't. A lot of that stuff, boy, we had to pick up long after. I told those college students this week, I said, man, the majority of what I've learned, I learned after I got out of school. I didn't want to tell them that was going to be the case with them too, but that's absolutely going to be the case. And not to say don't get a college education, absolutely get it, especially if it's free, especially if you get a scholarship. If you get a scholarship where you just go and get some free, whatever they give you is free. Baby, if I would have just been a little more kind to you, maybe then you would still be mine. Okay, you seen how Israel just attacked Iran. Well, this what I want y'all to realize. World War III is an absolute. Um, keep your eye on that, and keep your eye on when America jumps in the game, because that's going to be the game changer. America's going to war again, and it's going to be the last one. XR33 says we face the same issue on the Navajo in the Four Corners area. As a tribe, we are wealthy enough, but sadly, as a tribe, we are not healthy enough. Man, we've been broken, man. We got divided and conquered by the same people. But we all a family. See, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught about the 17 million black people. He said the 17 million plus the 2 million Indians. Now, this was at that time. Of course, there's more of us now, but the Native Americans were always included in the black nation with us. He said the 17 million plus the 2 million Indians. Because we were brought over here as slaves, and the Native Americans just got jacked and robbed and had everything stolen from them, poisoned and diseased. We got bit by the same bug. Mr. Dot, Israel just struck Iran. Yeah, let me do my knowledge on that. Shout out to Mr. Farrakhan. See, when a man is guided by God, when he says certain things and they come to pass, at this point, we be like, well, already I see you. Yes, they says I got a big head. You got a big head? Your head like that? Y'all get. I tried to set my ads to where they only come in. See, they give us options where we could set these ads. They got like every 6 minutes. I'm like, man, I ain't finna have no commercials coming in every 6 minutes. I always put it on every 30 minutes. So they coming in quicker than that. Man. Okay, yeah. That is. Yeah. Azazel, what do you say to people who say the white people did the right thing by slaughtering the natives and taking over since they were already at war? Because a lot of right wing minorities. Um, you can't certain degrees of ignorance you can't argue with. So you got to debunk that with logic. Because look at how the question is phrased. You said people who say that white people did the right thing by slaughtering the natives. That don't even make sense. That's not even a logical conclusion to say that the right thing to do was to come and slaughter some people who were already on their land. And it didn't matter if those people were at war. It doesn't matter. That's their business. That's their situation. So it's like when America intervenes into another country's affairs because they'll say, well, the government over there, they're mistreating and abusing their own people. Well, number one, that's your version of the story. But number two, if it's true, it's none of your business what goes on in a free, sovereign, independent nation that has nothing to do with you, because America's abusing and destroying their own people too, and they have been forever. Chemically, biologically, systemically, through laws and racism. So to have some type of moral standard that you try to hold other countries to when you're the worst. Welcome to America. Man. Well, 3 or 4 is by right. Let me see, 30 an hour. Should have had no more than 2 though. 2 ads. Maybe every 6 or 7 minutes. Yeah, see, that's crazy. Cause I set this thing on 30 minutes. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna have to double check that. Hopefully next time it won't do that. There's dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. He's in the building. He is in the dollar building. He is in the dollar building. All right, y'all. I told y'all I wasn't gonna hold y'all long. These sinuses is they putting them haymakers on your boy right now. So I'm gonna get off and get to work. Y'all drop y'all locations, man. Let me shout y'all out before I go though. Let me shout y'all out. I feel like it's something I'm forgetting to tell y'all, bro. It's something I'm forgetting to tell y'all. KOD Camp TV. What up, Los? Zazel is in NY to the C. Keto Gamers in H-Town. Always consistently showing up. Man, really? So the commercials are coming in every time I drop. Wow. They doing us like that? I'm going to have to. Hopefully, if you go back to the playback, I ain't asked y'all to go back and watch this whole live over, but Mike can skim through it. Jimmy is in Addison, Alabama. Miss Lady Sample is in northern Wisconsin. Christopher X is in OKC. Vincent is in Hawaii. Cosmic says, with you. Appreciate that. Cameron K, Hillsboro, Texas. KO H-Time. Y'all don't know about that dying time H-Time, man. It's going down. Connie says, what's the name of the song? What's the name of the song? Man, y'all ain't figured out the song yet, man. Okay, Dollar Bill. Let me see if Dollar Bill. I was singing a song earlier, man. I've been singing this the whole time, and don't nobody know who this song is. I know. They don't know. Now I don't want to sing it no more. See? And Connie is eating Connie up. It's eating Connie alive. Jesse P is in Denver, Colorado. Connie is in San Diego. Maybe if I would have spent a little more time with you, maybe then you would still be mine. If I just would have been a little more kind to you. Come on, Dolly, you know that one? There'd be no need for this man. Tony Khan, I'm seeing that everybody's busting in and talking about. Come on, see, Dollar Bill went straight to it. I'm seeing everybody talking about the Iran and Israel thing. It must have just popped off. I'm not gonna speak too much on it until I look into it, but it's not surprising. See, look, Dollar Bill bust right in and give the answer. He say that's Teddy P. Teddy Pendergrass, man. Look, y'all go listen to this. It's one of my favorite songs, man. One of my favorite songs. There we go. No, Tony, I'm saying that about 3 or 4 people have come in and just mentioned that Israel had just went in on Iran. So you just asked me my thoughts on it. I can't give full thoughts on it until I look into this myself. I'm not going to touch that, So that's what it is. Brother Chris says he's only got about 2. Yeah, I think they just select who they hit with those ads, man. Maybe next go round I may have more to say, or I may not have anything to say. Come on, man. The song is called, oh, my bad. It's called The Whole Towns. It's the whole town's laughing at me. Y'all go listen to it. Go listen to it. That's Teddy Pendergrass. So Teddy Pendergrass, man. Y'all go listen to it when we get off. Connie, go listen to it. You're gonna add it to your playlist. Yeah. Uh-oh. Dollar Bill say he getting ready to sample it. Dollar Bill gonna have me rapping on it. Yeah. Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah, same guy saying the TKO. That's right. There we go. Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't miss no shout outs, man. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, y'all. All right, I appreciate y'all, man. Once again, the new album will be dropping soon, so y'all make sure y'all hit me up so I can add y'all to the contact list. I got a lot of names already lined up. Shout out to Jimmy for getting this comic book bundle, and everybody else who ordered the comic book. If you haven't, make sure you get it. Yeah. One day I'll send y'all my R&B playlist. Peace and love, y'all. All right.